Hi, GenderBlenders. It's Steffi. Welcome to week 46. And this week's question asks your opinion on how a person may be stuck in a unisex world while transitioning. Do you feel this way? Do you fear feeling this way? Wow, I think there's several dimensions to this problem, or this question. One is, the most obvious, I think, is restrooms, because it's a very sensitive topic. Another is wardrobe. Can you get stuck in unisex wardrobe as opposed to your chosen gender's wardrobe? Hiding your gender, the comfort zones are for those that you interact with. The fear of moving forward yourself in your own transition. Covert or unofficial discrimination. Boy, let's talk about all of these. The most obvious place where this is going to happen is at work. Any of these things. Why? You spend most of your time there, other than home, and there's no issue at home, hopefully. One of the purposes, so let's talk about some work stories. One of the purposes of GenderBlenders is to help others. We help each other. When I first started transitioning, I didn't really understand what was happening to me. So I started searching around on the internet. Came across some ladies who were transitioning male to female. One of those is our very own Shay. And by watching a lot of her videos, helped me immensely in this transition to understand, here's some of the mistakes you're going to make, and don't make them if you can't help it. And that helped me a lot to be able to avoid those pitfalls. I'm not sure that I would have otherwise. One of the comments that she made in one of her videos was to gradually get people used to what you're doing. So I did that at work, and that helped a lot because decloaking was easy because I prepared folks. Started wearing polo shirts and girl slacks, nice bright colors. Started adding a little bit of makeup. Hadn't worn jewelry at that time yet. But slowly but surely started introducing things as people kind of got used to the new me. So when I was ready to decloak, it was easy. It was a very small, gentle step. And as soon as I decloaked at work, I did a couple of things. One, I stopped using the men's room altogether and started using one of the two unisex bathrooms that we have at work. I also got HR, Human Resources, involved very early. Let them know what was going on in my life, what to tell people about me, and started asking them questions to try to engage them, get them involved in my life. When can I start using the ladies' room? When are you going to be comfortable with me wearing skirts? When are you going to be comfortable with me in full makeup, jewelry, nail polish? It's festive for Christmas season. So we started getting things together, and most of the people were just wondering, what's up with him? And thus, Human Resources was able to say, she's transitioning into a woman. What do I call him, her? Call her name. But I also told him I'm not very sensitive to that. You can call me he, you can call me she, you can call me hey you. So we got a plan in place. And one of those plans in places that I'm not yet implementing is to start using the ladies' room. So HR has already got a plan going that they're going to talk to the ladies that now use the ladies' room and say, hey, she's transitioning. She's going to start using the ladies' room. But if you're not comfortable with that, you can start using the unisex rooms yourself. Wow, interesting buy-in. But that's because I got them involved and I got them on my side. Outside of work, how did I know when to move from one stage to another? Yeah, it's kind of tied in with passing. Passing is somewhat overrated, but you know, it gives you an indication of what kind of restrooms you can use outside. Whether or not you should feel uncomfortable or worry about different things. And the little judge that I used is an event that happened to me. I went to the store, I went to the little Vaughn's supermarket. I was on my way to teaching Bible study class, of all things. And so just to not make people uncomfortable there, I was in a polo shirt, girl slacks, so they're women's clothes, but they're unisex. I had no makeup on. None whatsoever. No jewelry, other than earrings and my women's watch. But I had that on. But other than that, nothing much. I get to the checkout aisle at Vaughn's. And the lady there said, thank you, miss. Wow. Yeah, now I knew. It's time. And from that point on, I stopped using the men's room outside. You know, when I was going to places. Disneyland, a good example. I use either the women's room or the unisex rooms, if they do have a couple unisex bathrooms here. But mostly I use the women's bathrooms here. I never had trouble. But that's how I knew. By the way, interestingly enough, one of the things for using the unisex rooms is they tend to be cleaner. Don't ask me why, but they are. I think there's a hierarchy there. Unisex rooms are pretty clean. Women's bathrooms are reasonably clean. Men's bathrooms, maybe not so much. But that's how I was able to avoid that pitfall of getting stuck outside. Let's talk a little bit about clothing and unofficial discrimination. Don't ever get stuck in your own transition. Give people time to get used to you. Keep HR on your side. They can be a tremendous resource if you let them. Because you know what? They don't want to get slapped with a discrimination thing. And it's real easy if you insist on your rights. Dang it, I'm transitioning and I have to do this. Well, you know what that's going to cost? It's going to cost them to insist on their rights. Okay, yes, you can. You have the absolute right to transition. And we have the absolute right to make you go across the street to use the facilities. It's their right. But you know what? You won't invoke that if you don't get people PO'd at you. If you get them engaged in what's going on in your life, let them understand that this is to help you, and it's to help them ultimately. Allow them to understand that they're going to get a better employee out of this. And you will have a friend forever. So that's how some of the things to think about. That avoids unofficial discrimination. You know, there's going to be those people that discriminate against you no matter what you do. Like I said a couple videos back, for those kind of jobs, you don't want to work there anyway. Otherwise, people are pretty reasonable. So I hope this has been a help to all of you. This is Steffi saying, thank you so much for allowing me into your life for a little bit. I hope this has helped. Bye-bye.